Most of you may remember Samsung for its innovation or think of it as an innovative brand run by tech nerds. I remember Samsung as the company that wasn't afraid to give us the latest tech and features in their phones without worrying about whether it would boost sales or not. Samsung is the company that dared to start the trend of bigger phones. When Samsung introduced the original Galaxy Note, people laughed at it, mocking its 5.3-inch display and calling it too big for a phone. And why wouldn't they? The iPhone of that era, the iPhone 4S, had a tiny 3.5-inch screen by comparison. But the Note wasn't just about being a big phone. It introduced the S Pen, a pressure-sensitive stylus packed with advanced features, and kickstarted the revolution of bigger phones. Fast forward to today, and large-screen phones have become the norm, proving just how ahead of its time the Note truly was. And how can we forget Samsung's other legendary innovations? The Samsung Galaxy Round with its futuristic curved display. The foldable phones, which single-handedly kickstarted an entirely new category in the smartphone industry. These were the moments that made Samsung exciting. A brand that pushed boundaries and redefined what was possible. But, well, not all of Samsung's innovations were a success. There was one phone that went down in history for all the wrong reasons. And that phone was none other than the infamous Galaxy Note 7. A phone with the ultimate feature. It could explode in your pocket at any moment. Fast forward to today, and let's be honest, Samsung is not the same company it used to be. It feels like the boardroom is now filled with investors who don't care about their fans and only want a fat paycheck by selling the same uninspired phones every year. And yes, the title of this video is 100% justified. Why is Samsung hypocritical? Let me explain why. If you followed Samsung for a while, you'd know that it has always taken inspiration from its biggest rival, Apple.
Wow.
And no, not in a good way. Let's talk about expandable storage. Samsung used to troll Apple for its lack of a memory card slot, proudly boasting that its phones supported expandable storage. But when Samsung launched the Galaxy S21, expandable storage was gone as if it had never existed. This left Samsung fans completely defenseless in front of their Apple-loving friends. And that's just one example. Who remembers when Samsung shamelessly mocked Apple for removing the headphone jack with the iPhone 7? They literally ran entire ad campaigns making fun of it. And yet just a few years later, Samsung quietly removed the headphone jack too. It's almost like Samsung's marketing team and design team never talk to each other. One mocks Apple and the other copies them. Oh, and let's not forget the charger situation. Remember when Samsung publicly ridiculed Apple for not including a charger in the box? That infamous tweet from Samsung's official account is still fresh in everyone's mind. And guess what happened just a few months later? Boom! Samsung removed the charger too. The funniest part? The same Samsung fans who were trolling Apple for this move suddenly started defending Samsung when they did the exact same thing. And what about the notch? Samsung's entire marketing strategy for years revolved around mocking Apple for the notch in their iPhones. And yet Samsung itself later introduced a notch in its ultra-thin tablets. At this point, Samsung isn't even trying to hide its hypocrisy. It's just out in the open for everyone to see. Now let's talk about innovation. I agree, Samsung was an innovative company. They used to listen to their fans and push boundaries with every new phone. But sadly, true innovation is nowhere to be found in today's Samsung. Forget about minor cosmetic changes. Can anyone tell me what major design upgrades we've seen from the Galaxy S22 Ultra to the S25 Ultra? I highly doubt anyone can. It's almost like Samsung is evolving backward. The S series used to be the gold standard for flagship smartphones, packed with the latest and greatest technology. But now, everything feels recycled or a year old. For example, the S series was famous for its beautiful curved displays. But now, gone. The S Pen used to be a game changer with its Bluetooth functionality, allowing users to click pictures remotely. But in the latest Samsung phones, that feature has mysteriously disappeared. And what's worse, a Samsung executive actually said, most people don't use that feature, so we removed it. Samsung, that's the whole point of selling Ultra phones. People buy them because they want the best of the best. If someone didn't want those extra features, they'd buy a cheaper Samsung phone instead. And when it comes to battery innovation, Samsung is falling behind. Chinese brands like Oppo and Vivo have already introduced next-gen battery technologies that hold more charge while being smaller. But did Samsung bring this new tech to the S25 series? Of course not. Disappointed once again. At the end of the day, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe.